So Tashkent and I didn't exactly get along on day one, but to be fair, after they took my drone and almost kicked me out of the stadium, maybe I wasn't in the best mood. Today I'm giving this city a second chance, starting with food obviously, and let's see if Tashkent can change my mind.
Plov. It sounds like an exploding balloon, right?
Plov, yeah, it sounds like a balloon pop.
Yeah, but it's the most famous food here in Uzbekistan. Yeah, we ordered a taxi with Yandex, and here the taxis are very, very cheap. It's only 10,000, that means it's around 70 euro cent for around 3 kilometers. It's a taxi paradise here, I would say. Uzbekistan is the land of Chevrolet, so every taxi is a Chevrolet. Oh, that looks very fancy and nice. Hopefully it's in our budget. Very cool place. Oh, look at this. Oh no, it's part of the restaurant because it's just divided by a river or a small creek. Yeah, but it's not too expensive. No, it's around 4 or 5 euros, something like that. It's okay. Oh, the menu is already like a catalog of history, I would say. They have everywhere Greek salad here. Have you recognized it? I had Greek salad in Kazakhstan.
They have different plots for different cities. So this one is Osh, from Osh in Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
This one here is from Tashkent.
Yeah, then
It's the local one. You have this one here from Samarkand.
I have to try the
Different plots.
Let's try two different ones.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would say I tried the Tashkent one.
Tashkent plot.
Yeah. And you?
I will take the Samarkand.
Kulcha. Thank you. Yeah, it's like art. Yeah, it's very comfy here. The restaurant is amazing, but I don't know how to enter the kitchen here. It's really huge. The creek, small river. There's a stage in the middle of the river. Plov. It's really like a museum. It is a museum. Yeah, you can't go to the kitchen area. I don't know. But it's kind of... Oh, here they put a lamb or beef. No, it's lamb. Your meat is lamb,
I think.
but it's amazing inside. It's really like a museum. So, Plov Museum, Tashkent. I think good address. Let's see how is the food. Yeah, there's really a huge difference between Samarkand Plov and Tashkent Plov. Oh, the meat is like very soft. Do you use also sheep for plov or no, just beef?
Just beef.
Just beef, okay. Yeah.
And we're both going to do the
He's doing Instagram.
Yeah.
I can link his Instagram profile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Become the highest.
I'll be the #1 followed.
He will become the biggest Instagram influencer from England. Or Australia. Australia, maybe it's easier.
Yeah, probably Australia is easier.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's beef, raisins. This can be horse sausage, but can also be beef sausage, I'm not sure. Chickpeas. The small little egg, I don't know the animal name in English, but in German it's Wachtel. How you call it in English?
I don't know.
You don't know?
My German is no good.
Yeah. And his is
I've got some rice, some like peppers,
chickpeas.
and then beef, loads of beef.
Yeah. Looks also amazing. I have to say the Samarkand plov is better than the Tashkent.
Yeah, controversial in Tashkent
Yeah.
saying this, but
Yeah. But both are good, but this is better.
definitely.
Good, but for me, honestly, I miss the spicy stuff after 8 months Asia. Spicy food. But it was good, it was very good. You have to try it out. And now the local drink, I don't know what it is, it's peach. So we need a walk. We are going to the metro. Here the Soviet Union built a metro system after the earthquake destroyed the whole city almost. And every metro system should be like different. So now we are entering the first metro. Curious to see the prices because the taxi prices are very low. so cannot be much. The metro station's name is Hamid Olimyon. And a funny fact is also that filming is allowed since 2018. So one ticket is 3,000 some. So it's 3,000 some. It's
about 25 cents.
25 cents. Oh, it's getting out printed as well. I thought it's just
scan it.
yeah, cool. Yeah, it looks really like a museum with these wall paintings. Very nice design. Floor, mom or something like that. Cool.
The guy. Apparently they're really bad. Something the guy.
Yeah. Let's see the reaction. It's really bad, right? So if they don't have change, they give you this kind of sweets, but it's not sweet. It's like butter. I finished it.
No, I can't eat that.
Yeah. But
Oh.
Soviet style still, I think. But very charming. Yeah. The acceleration from this metro is kind of not smooth, and the braking also not. So
It's proper Sovietsky train.
he's 60-year-old, I think so.
I'd say. I mean, maximum 60.
Because I almost fell down because I wanted to film and
You're not used to the power of a Soviet train.
let's see now the acceleration. Oh. Yeah, the first move is very strong. Not a nice designed metro here. Also this station not so nice than the other ones, but still unique, I would say.
All of them are different.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Bazaar. I forgot the name. Chorsu Bazaar. It's a special round building. And it's very hot. You can buy some silk here. Oh, the special bread. Hey. And the smell is good. I smell meat. Barbecue.
Oh yeah, I smell that.
The problem in these countries is that you have everywhere food and it looks everything so good. And when you must smell so good, this kebab. You wanna eat?
I'm stuffed, but if you want to eat,
No. Yeah.
this is the proper the Soviet wheelchair access here. Here, the metal ramps.
Ah, yeah.
It's Soviet wheelchair access, so you can ride your wheelchair down, or as doing here, go right up.
Downhill would be nice.
Push them down.
You have two jumps. Very cool. Oh yeah, he's also a bit cooler. Like the sweet stuff before.
Local
Strawberry season, I think so.
Yeah.
But you know, I tried strawberries I bought in China. I think they are coming also from China, maybe.
Maybe.
They're better than ours.
But I think
They are more tasteful.
I was reading the economy here is like 25% agriculture, and that was surprising to me because a lot of Uzbekistan is desert.
Really could not resist. Oh, that was not a good. I think it's like a baklava,
It looks like baklava.
but it's a different dough. It tastes like baklava, but it's not that baklava. Very, very good. I love nuts. This is not a country for me because I will make me a bread every morning.
Yeah.
Like this, 30 centimeters. You need a kilo of sausage inside and half kilo of cheese.
It's all I need for a day.
Yeah. This cake was amazing. Not baklava, but tastes like baklava. Hello. Salam alaikum. So all these breads are really handmade. Oh, he makes a stamp inside. Okay. This is giving this shape, and they are gas fired. Yeah, gas fired. Salam alaikum. Can I film here, just with the camera? Thank you. Oh, I think it's a hard job because I'm already sweating, 2 meters away from this oven. This is the right bazaar now.
This is what we were looking for.
Yeah. Looks like a golf ball. But what I realized when you enter normally, like in Southeast of Asia, the beef section or the meat section, it smells always bad. Here I never smell something.
Yeah, I was expecting
Yeah. Yeah, but here you don't smell anything, right? But this fat, is it beef?
Lamb.
Lamb. So fat?
Jennifer Lopes. Jennifer. Yeah. It's very, very fatty.
Yeah. It's like mine. Yeah, the meat here looks everything very, very, let's say, in white. How you say in English?
It looks very intriguing. It's quite interesting looking. It looks quite appetizing.
Yeah, appetizing. That's the right word. Okay, here's just meat, chicken, lamb, and beef. I think it's more interesting the architecture of the whole. Oh, noodles. Oh, almost hit the cats.
And the kitten.
Yeah. You know, if you go to China in Lanzhou, the Lanzhou beef noodles, the noodles are better than in Italy.
Wow.
The Italians will kill me when they see the video. But really, they are more al dente than the Italian pasta. These carrots?
I think so. Like pickled carrots.
With a very strange color. So now we have the Chevrolet racing team. Quite fast for this old car. But the city is very, very green, I have to say. A lot of trees. Oh, that's where we have been yesterday. Here's the stadium.
Yeah.
Traffic is quite a lot. They drive quite disciplined, I would say.
Compared to other places, yeah.
Yeah. Compared to England.
Yeah, I mean, in England they drive everywhere.
Yeah. Because you even drive on the left side.
Oh, that's the right side. You Europeans are wrong. So, this hotel, Hotel Uzbekistan, was one of the most luxurious hotels in all of the former Soviet Union, and it was built in 1974. When they rebuilt Tashkent in the late 1960s, early 70s, they built this hotel, and when Stalin would come down, he would come and stay here at Hotel Uzbekistan.
You see? He knows a lot. Hotel coming out Borat. I've checked, the room prices are 600,000 around. So
Like
it's around
40 euros.
40 euros, yeah. Which is not that
For a
much.
four-star hotel.
Here was already guest Gorbachev, Yeltsin maybe. Yeah, all the old.
Oh, I was thinking
Oh
Stalin.
wow, that's really cool.
I was thinking Stalin wouldn't have stayed here. It would have been Khrushchev.
Yeah.
I got my dates wrong.
But I think they redesigned here because this is very modern.
You want to grab a drink?
Coffee.
Yeah, just take a coffee.
Oh, Lavazza. Very nice coffee. I prefer more Illy, but Lavazza is also good. Cheers.
Cheers.
No coffee, no working. Ah, it's hot. And yeah, there's a link. You can buy me a coffee. Thank you. So walking around here at this place, I don't know, this is the parliament maybe? It's like a parliament, but I don't think so. It is the parliament. Yeah, the buildings here are quite impressive, I would say. It's huge. And the walking area also very nice prepared. Over there they make the new park.
I mean, the roads are better than England.
Okay, this is the main park here with the statue. Do you know the horse riding statues? The secret of the horse riding statues?
No, tell me.
Oh, even look, Big Bang, perfect timing. Who is this here? But they let us enter? I don't think so. Oh, that's a very dangerous posture, you say?
Yeah.
For Germans?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be raising your arm like that.
Yeah. From this side is quite okay. It's just greeting. Amir Temur. I think it was Turkish. Scooter ride to the Eco Park. It was cool, huh?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And 60 cents.
And for, yeah, exactly, 60 cents. And
10
almost
minutes.
60 kilometers per hour top speed. Very, very fast scooters here. Oh, we have to make a security check. I just have some knife, doesn't count here, just pistols.
Yeah, but the security here is so tight. Like on the metro, in all the attractions, they check the hotels, they check your bags everywhere.
Yeah. So I don't know, it feels like it's not dangerous, but it feels like a bit annoying. The Uzbek money is quite cool. This is an old note, 10,000 som, the value around 75 cents. But looks like Soviet Union money still. Now already in the end of the park, we saved the kid's life almost. No, you fell in a manhole cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to stop, you know, it's supposed to cover up the hole where they were doing like the sewage work.
Okay.
And they obviously left it slightly open.
And I had to throw away my camera, so I couldn't film it because I had to save the kid.
Unfortunately, saving children is now the priority.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's nice, and I don't know how many parks they have, but it seems like they have more than 1,000 parks here.
There's loads of green space.
Yeah. Nice trees here. I don't know which trees these are, but cherry maybe? I don't think so.
Alright, let's hold on. ChatGPT. It's great for a reason.
Yeah, let's ask.
Oh, I got a tip with it. Even better, Google Gemini. It's not an advert, but it also is. Google sponsor us, please.
I think it's a very famous TikTok or Instagram spot here.
It is called a Judas tree.
Judas tree?
Judas, like the guy who portrayed Jesus.
Yeah. But it's also, today is Tuesday?
We ended the day at the Navoy Park, just taking it slow and enjoying the moment. But the next day we dive deeper into Tashkent with a full city tour, and I will take you with me. So let's see if Tashkent can finally win me over. See you in the next episode.
Long way home on the Silk Road, sand in my shoes, stories in my throat. Every border like a slow ghost, waving me on, saying go.